Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
More levels, more devils. Diesel, airing out the stage like a Neville. Brother, leave you. Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Ha, ha. Hip hop is separated by the nice and the. So you gotta fire it.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing Los Angeles. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for San Antonio, Johnson is out there with Del Negro. Then it's Elliott. Then it's Robinson. And it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Van Exel. Here's Shaq. And off the front iron, and in it goes. The Lakers on D. Johnson dishes to Duncan. Robinson left side. Ripped away by Shaq. Here's Van Exel. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. And the officials call a traveling violation. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. They'll be up against a future Hall of Famer in Tim Duncan in this one, and I asked him how Duncan changes what they do on the defensive end. He relayed that he told his guys not to be over-aggressive with him in the post, saying, if we start biting on every fake he throws our way, we'll all be in foul trouble. We can't let that happen. We'll see if they can avoid just that, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. O'Neal. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Elliott kicks to Robinson. To the middle. Here's Duncan. The rebound by the Lakers.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. So it's the Lakers now. Van Exel passes to Jones. Screen by O'Neal. Van Exel dishes to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Van Exel. All sorts of time, and he hits the jumper for 2. Johnson with it. To the middle. Wants to get it.
Assistant.
Oh, good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
Yeah.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Now here's Duncan. Johnson, a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Ori against Duncan. Offensive rebound. Ori gets the bucket. Ori's got his first basket.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Del Negro. Duncan left side. There's the pass to Del Negro. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Lakers ball.
The Lakers making a switch here. Campbell's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Will Purdue's checked in for Robinson. Person comes in for Elliott. And it's Jackson in for Del Negro. The Lakers trail. The screen from Campbell. Pass to Jones. O'Neal a screen on Jackson. Jones drives in, and it's blocked. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Duncan outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Now here's Duncan. Pass to Person. Back to Duncan. Puts one up from 19. That one a little long.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Campbell against Person. Snatched up. No good from Campbell.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Duncan. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Some changes for the Lakers. Blunt, he's checked in for Shaq. Bryant comes in for Fox. And Barry subbed in for Jones. That one misses. And here's Los Angeles, trailing by 2. Here's Barry. Duncan with the block. They retain possession.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Lakers shooting their first free throws here for the night. First free throw is good. San Antonio making a switch here. Williams is checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
The shot's good from Barry. San Antonio leading. Johnson outside, passes it to Purdue. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
And that one misses. So he comes up empty at the line. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bryant. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Williams, that's good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And Kobe, here we go. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bryant's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
All right, Staples Center. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your...
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
Horry is out there with Blunt. Then there's Bryant. Then there's Barry. And it's Campbell in at the 5 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay. And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Now the pass to Blunt. Lakers working the ball around now. Bryant drives in. Young Kobe Bryant with a monster dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Spurs trail by 6. Del Negro kicks to Robinson. The Admiral working his magic inside.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
The shot's good from Barry.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here is Robinson. He's got 7. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And the Lakers with some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Campbell. Fox comes in for Blount. And Jones subbed in for Kobe. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Duncan's checked in.
That's his first personal foul.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Shoots from 12. Can't get it to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Down low. Here's Robinson, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Assist from
David Robinson is dependable as ever from the floor. Shot over 50% during his career. Fox passes to Barry. He dishes it to Jones. Horry a screen on Del Negro. Here's Fox. Shot clock at 5. And again, the Lakers no good. San Antonio trailing here. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Here's Del Negro looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Duncan. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Now, here is O'Neal. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Here's Elliott to the left side wing. Del Negro kicks to Duncan. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Duncan's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Barry the pass to Fox. Here's O'Neal. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Shaq's got 6 points.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Van Exel's checked in. Person's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Elliott. Here's Van Exel, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Robinson, that's good.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Pass to Fox. Back to Van Exel. Outside, Jones. Dishes to Van Exel. Shaq with a screen on Johnson. A pass to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Lakers. Spurs trail by 5. Del Negro kicks to Robinson. Rebound the Lakers. Shaq's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Purdue is checked in for the Spurs. To the inside. Stolen away. Passes to Person. Oh, trying for it. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And the Spurs making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Person. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Jones. That one goes. Count it.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Duncan after the basket by the Lakers. And the pass to Purdue. Knocked down by the 7-footer Purdue.
Worked that one inside nicely.
The Lakers on offense. Here's Van Exel. Here's O'Neal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they, Mike?
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Campbell is checked in for Shaq. Lunt comes in for Orr. And it's Bryant in for Fox. Now here's Duncan. Tries again. Poked away. Kobe with the steal. It's Jones on the wing. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Campbell. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's Person. Here's Jackson. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Robinson. 13 points and 1 rebound. Seems like he's making everything he looks at.
Automatic, guys. It's just totally automatic.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Elliott. Robinson is out there with Duncan. Then it's Del Negro, and it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Kept alive.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Van Exel. Out to the wing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
2 shots.
The free throw good from Van Exel. Both shots good from the stripe. Spurs trail by 6. Elliott passes to Robinson. Spurs working the ball around now. No good from Del Negro.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Shaq with a screen on Del Negro. Van Exel no good.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And Robinson knocks down the J.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Van Exel dishes to Jones. Teardrop shot. Robinson with the block.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
A nice finish inside by Tim Duncan.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And the Lakers call time here. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Johnson against Van Exel. The dish now to O'Neal. Jones drives in. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Jones. San Antonio calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, he just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Here's Del Negro. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Duncan against Dory. Duncan kicks to Robinson, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Pass to Fox. They set the screen. Jones the pass to Van Exel. Screen by O'Neal. Van Exel dishes to O'Neal. Robinson with the block.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Here's Fox. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fox has got his first 3 points of the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Robinson, and he dunks it down.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Van Exel. The rebound by Johnson. Van Exel's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here's Fox, and boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Johnson kicks to Duncan. Outside Robinson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Elliott passes to Robinson. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Blunt comes in for Horry. San Antonio also making some changes. Person comes in for Robinson. And it's Jackson in for Johnson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Elliott against Fox. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bryant. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Fox, no good.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
1:57 left to play here in the third. Duncan down low. Makes it off the glass. Duncan's got 9.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And that is good. And that's now 9 points for Kobe Bryant.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Barry's checked in for Fox. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Purdue, he's checked in for Elliott. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Barry, the pass to Kobe. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Spurs trail by 4. Here's Del Negro. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. Person kicks to Duncan. Pops off the pick and hammers it home. Duncan, as usual, hitting more than he misses. He's better than 50% from the floor in his NBA career. Del Negro against Van Exel. The screen from Campbell. Here's Bryant. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter. Jackson passes to Del Negro. From downtown, and Chuck Person good for 3, the rifleman.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Here's Van Exel. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Jones checked in for the Lakers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Spurs substitution, Avery Johnson.
And the Lakers have possession. Now here's Bryant. He's got 11. The 15-footer. Great D that time from Duncan.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is...
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Here's Johnson. They've got Jones. Fox is out there with Horry. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Van Exel. And at the point, that's the Laker 5. Here's Fox. Here's O'Neal. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And it's Johnson penetrating. Here's Robinson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Robinson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Spurs. Tries from 10. Feeds to O'Neal. Jones, no one around him. And again, the Lakers, no good. Elliott against Van Exel. Duncan down low. That's tipped. It's stolen by Van Exel. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Inside. Jones drives in. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their game plan during that last break. It's been a hard-fought game, and he just wanted to give his guys a chance to catch their breath, saying, listen, we're right there. Let's make a push right here, put some pressure on them. Let's come out swinging. Kevin?
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Nice numbers here from Duncan. 12 points and 2 rejections. He's doing all the things you can ask of a player in the low post.
Definitely. It's the blocks, the rebounds, you name it, he's done it.
The Lakers trail.
Spurs foul. Avery Johnson. That's his second personal foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Elliott against Horry. Van Exel dishes to Jones. 4 on the shot clock to tie it up, and it's blocked. Jackson has the open look, and the 3 off target. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But you know what? That could change right here.
A pass to Fox. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shaq with the screen. Van Exel kicks to Jones. The game now all time. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he can't. Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And it's good. And the Spurs lead by 2.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I'll tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Here's Van Exel, pass to Fox. From past the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Elliott. Off target with the open look. Van Exel passes to Fox. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Outside for Jackson. Duncan against Orr. Duncan, the pass to Elliott. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. Del Negro, he's checked in for Jackson. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
One guy who's been getting it done is David Robinson.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 2. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Jones drives in. Back to Van Exel. There's the feed to Jones. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. O'Neal kicks to Van Exel. The pass to Fox. Back to Van Exel. Jones with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Second shot opportunity. And another basket for the Lakers.
That's a huge basket, just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball. Yeah, that's a tough call right there and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 2. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. .119 left in the fourth quarter. Jones drives in. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Robinson shot nearly 75% from the free throw line in his career, and living up to that today. .109 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Robinson, that's good.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Jones, no luck.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And he gets it to go. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Early at the bucket.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Here's Van Exel, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Del Negro kicks to Williams. 20 seconds left in the fourth. That is good.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 9. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
And it's Smith missing to the paint. Here's Barry. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And so it's San Antonio with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and Doris Burt, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game.